Good morning, everybody. Today is Friday, October the 10th, and we are back out looking for fall decorations again. I'm laughing because in the previous vlog, we literally went to TJ Maxx, and was that the only store? I think, yeah, that was the only store that we went to get some fall decor. So today we're out continuing the quest, you know, because we still got to get the house together. I'm debating on if I want some outdoor stuff for a house or if I just want it to be indoor. So I don't know, but we'll see what Home Goods, that's where we're at today, Home Goods. We're gonna see what they have and what speaks to us and what we should be bringing home. And I think I also want to take you guys with me to Buff City Soap. If you have not been to or heard of Buff City Soap, I want to say it's a fairly like healthy, natural type of like soap company, but they have like bath bombs, soap, salt, like bath salt, stuff like that. And I have not been in there in like over 2 years or so. I went to one over in Peachtree City one day after a work interview, and before that, one of my friends, she gifted me some for my birthday like 2 years before that too. So I've never actually been into a store of Buff City Soap except for one time my whole life. So I'm so excited. The scents they have, I remember they were so like vibrant and bright and just so strong, but not strong like it messes with your nose. So I cannot wait to go back in there and show you guys. I cannot wait to go in that store. And I also need to go to the grocery store to get some stuff to make for dinner for the week, or like our comfort meal for the weekend. I'm gonna make some, and don't mind me, I'm a little sniffly with the weather change and whatnot, but I'm gonna be making some butternut squash, either a sauce for some like ground turkey meatballs or just the soup, and then figuring out a dish with the ground turkey. But yeah, I think I want to do like spaghetti squash on the bottom as like the pasta, and then make some ground turkey meatballs. Excuse me, I also have a sparkling water. Ground turkey meatballs, and like I said, the butternut squash. I could do like a red sauce, but I want to incorporate more vegetables, and who does not love butternut squash? And it's the fall. I say summertime, but it's literally the fall, y'all. So we gotta bring in the soups, we gotta bring in the sauces, the soups, the colors, all things fall. If y'all cannot tell, fall is literally my favorite season ever. I love fall. Me and fall go together so bad, y'all don't even know. Like, I don't know, summer, I just feel like summer, if I get too hot, I get pissed off. Like, I get mad, I don't want to be involved, I don't want to do nothing. Like, I don't love summer, I'm not a summer girly. But fall, I fall for fall. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I saw this TikTok that was like, I'm not a hot summer girl, I'm a fall Frank Sinatra girl. Like, please give me all the espresso martinis, all the teas, all the coffees, all the little indoor cozy speakeasy type vibes. Love that down. So all right, let me stop rambling so we can go in here and get into Home Goods and get out and go to Buff City Soap. So excited. It was so windy out there. I don't know if my hair looks crazy.
Over here, we started taking with gold and silver. We want to irritate the flow, but we started to move that.
This will be so cute to go on the door. Let's see, y'all. Y'all didn't see that. So I'd have to get a hanger. If I want to put this on the door, I'd have to get a hanger for it to go on. Okay, so let's go ahead and get one though and see. I don't know. Let's keep looking first. Okay, y'all, so I am not happy to report that Home Goods did piss me off because why there were so many aisles of Christmas decorations in there and Christmas paraphernalia, and I'm like, where's the fall stuff? I'm not saying they didn't have Halloween. They had Halloween, but where is the fall? Like, there was nothing like fall friendly. I don't want to look at pumpkins and Halloween. Well, pumpkins is fall, but like, I don't want to look at Halloween spooky ghouls and goblins and ghosts, and I don't want to look at black and orange the entire fall season, because black and orange are not the only two fall colors anyway. So they pissed me off. They didn't have nothing in there basically that I was looking for, and it was a letdown. So it is what it is. I might go to Marshall's today before the day's over with, but we're sitting outside of, I keep eyeing my girl Love City, so I keep eyeing her. So let's go ahead and go into here, and when I put y'all on, thank me later. How cool is this price menu? Alright. Let's not waste no time. Let's get into this. It smells so good in here, y'all. And I'm like, we have a Buff City soap here. Let me go in there, and I want to see for myself and get some content. But yeah, so I'm just looking and sniffing and seeing what's gonna speak to me. Do you have like any fall scents?
We have limited fall scents right here
Okay.
because we're just about to shut them down and go into holiday.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So we have Friday Night Lights.
Okay.
We have the scent so we can make the products.
Gotcha. Okay,
And
perfect.
We have pumpkin spice, of course.
Of course.
Of course. And that's over here. And then we have some candles
okay.
still left over. We have Foxy. We have Cider by the Fire. Cheat Day. That's my favorite. That's back on the wall.
Okay. Okay.
And then that's it for now for holiday. But like I said, we still have the scent so we can make anything.
Gotcha.
On the spot, like butters, shower oils,
Okay.
body washes, etc.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
My pleasure. Today also is our Prime. We're doing Prime event. So if you spend 15, you save 20%. If you spend 75, you save 25%. If you spend 100, you save 30%.
Okay.
So today's the day to
Okay.
stock up.
It is. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, you guys, so I liked so much that was in Buff City soap, as you guys can see. I wish there was a such thing as smell-o-vision so you guys could have smelled it too. But I am gonna come back later today after I do the remaining parts of my errand running for today. Y'all know me, I don't like to buy things just on the fly, but I don't know if y'all can see like in the sun, but my hand is like shiny as hell from that coconut body lotion. It's literally like, I don't even know if y'all can see it, but it smells really good. The scents in there are so light but bright at the same time. Like, I can't even explain it. I don't know, it's not an overwhelming scent type of smell where it's like, who has on that cologne, or like who put too much on. It literally was like perfect. So they have perfect measurements and ingredients that they're using in those products, and as you guys saw, some of those ingredient labels, they are natural, non-toxic. So if you're someone who watches out for like ingredients, like I know my future mother-in-law, she can't do like a lot of scents and just ingredients and chemicals and things like that. So this will be the perfect place to come and like stock up and whatnot. By the time this one comes out, I don't think the sale will probably still be going on, but today, each increment of money you spend, like I think it's like $40, $50, and $75, you get like up to 30% off if you stock up. So but yeah, I'm gonna come back later today and get what I'm going to get so I can marinate on those scents. And if I want, they have shower oils there, which I've never even heard of a shower oil, but I might get it just to try something different, because I am in the process of like wanting to like more so romanticize my life. I'm so like school and work oriented that it's hard for me to like enjoy other parts of my life, but I'm trying really hard to romanticize the different parts of my life and whatnot. So like getting ready and stuff like that, and just going the extra mile to put in that extra bit of effort. So yeah, I'm gonna pick you guys back up in a couple of minutes though, because I have a couple more errands to run, and then we'll go to the store and get the ingredients we need for our dinner for the weekend. All right, y'all, so welcome to this portion of the vlog. So I ended up not going to the grocery store after Buff City soap. I literally came home and did homework because I was so overstimulated. And then yesterday I did not go to the store either because my honey love wanted sushi, so we ordered out. So today I'm making the recipe I told you guys about. It's not really a recipe, it's just something I thought about off the top of my head. The spaghetti squash is here if you've never seen one. I'm gonna cut it in half, poke some holes in it, rub on some olive oil and salt and pepper, and maybe some paprika. And this is gonna act as our pasta for the base. And then this is the butternut squash. This is going to be our sauce. It may be more of a soup, but either way it's gonna be good and yummy and very wholesome, nutritious, and healthy for you. And then this is the coconut milk that I think I'm gonna put into the soup, like the butternut squash, after I blend it up. I've never made this before, so this is literally a shot in the dark, trial and error type deal. And then onion. I saw a recipe that did call for onion in the soup, so I might put a little bit in there. I try to stay away from onions just because of my digestive system, but I think a little bit will be okay. And then I have carrots here. My honey love washed and shredded them already for me. I'm just gonna chop them up with you guys on camera. And then these are some carrots. So about a month and a half ago, I made some carrot souffle. That's what my honey love loves. So Publix had these like baby carrots on sale for $4 for $5. So I got 4 of them. These are the leftover ones from what I had made at that time. So I'm gonna make an additional batch of carrot souffle. And then the brown sugar is gonna go into that too. And yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with chopping this up. Like I said, I'm not following the recipe. I'm just got a lot of faith in myself that this is gonna turn out to be what it is. And if it's not, then we can tweak it. You know, we have pasta sauces and, you know, all the condiments and sauces and stuff in the fridge if we end up needing to add to it. But I think it's gonna be fine. I think it's gonna be a good turnout. I used to eat so my first time ever having butternut squash, I actually got it from Panera Bread, and I think they have a pumpkin squash. I don't know. They have some orange colored, whether it's pumpkin or pumpkin or butternut squash from Panera, and it is so yummy. I stopped eating it like 3-4 years ago because it's not gluten-free. But that was my first introduction to it, and it's literally so yummy. That's back when I was vegan, so it was literally like the perfect meal. And I've never even bought a butternut squash before, so I don't even know what you're supposed to look for whenever you buy a child. Like I said, it's a first time situation, but I think it'll be okay. This is literally though, like, I have been thinking about this meal the entire weekend until I make it because I'm so excited. Like, I just love fall. Do y'all know how people get like a seasonal depression when seasons change? Like, I know a lot of people get like that during the winter, but the fall and the winter is when I thrive. Like, I don't know what it is, and I've always been like that. I've always been like that. So I always, like, literally, my anticipation starts to build like mid-July for the fall season coming around. It makes me so happy. And I know there's a lot of y'all out there that feel that way too, because you get all the coffee flavors, and the bakeries, they start coming out with like all the apple fritters and the apple inspired and pumpkin inspired type of dishes and stuff. Like, who doesn't love those flavors? I mean, summer flavors are cool too. It's just all fruits. Like, it's always all fruits, like a strawberry something, lemonade something, which there's nothing wrong with that either, but I don't know. I think fall is just so much more exciting. Me personally. Okay, so I have this pot that was very loud. Sorry to your ears. And then I have this smaller one that I think I'm gonna just toss these carrots in here, and I'm gonna toss the carrots in here, and then just fill it up with water, let the carrots boil. After they finish boiling though, I will put them in the blender for them to come all the way together. Okay, so we've got the carrots started now. They haven't started boiling yet, but those are about to be going. Okay. Okay, so now we have to, should I? No, I'm not. I was thinking about boiling the onion with the butternut squash, but I don't want to do that. I need to do this first though, because this is what's gonna take the longest, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how long it takes to boil butternut squash, but we're just gonna, okay. So our oven is ready for the spaghetti squash. I always have the most difficult time cutting squash and watermelon. Cantaloupe and regular melons are fine. I know y'all are probably cringing at the TV right now. See, it's so hard to cut it down the middle for it to like evenly roast in the oven, like at the same time. in my head that was gonna split it. Got it through. Probably should do it that way. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna try to just like when a knife don't work, your arms can. That's why you gotta get in the gym. I moved you guys so that I can show you guys that here, you're literally just gonna spoon all of this out, like just gut it out. So I know it probably looks like I'm taking a lot of the product away, but I'm actually not. Like, once you take this part out, this is the part that's going to be your actual part that you eat. And it is a lot easier doing this with a spoon versus a fork. Okay. This is all the icky part. It's like the core, like the core of like an apple or something. And I think too, if you want, you could probably rinse these seeds and roast them like you do with pumpkin seeds, like when you gut out a pumpkin. Okay, toss these. Okay, so this one is done. Now we'll do this one. This one's probably gonna take longer. Do y'all see how much more that is? And it's so hard to cut them down the middle. Maybe there's a better method to cutting these that I don't know about that I'm not doing. Okay, so there we go. Okay, they're both finished now. And now I'm gonna take these. Okay, so Now that the area is cleaned up, put those two back. We don't have any liquid oil, so I'm just gonna spray them. And this is just like to keep it from drying out and burning when it's cooking. Salt and pepper it. I like a lot of pepper, y'all. Okay. Y'all, I forgot the important part. I forgot to fork it. Do y'all think this is gonna be harder now because it's oily? You could probably use a knife, but I've only ever seen it be done with a fork. So I'm gonna stick to using a fork. All right, so you don't have to put holes like everywhere, just enough. Just like how you do like with a potato, because it's so much product, like it's so thick. And you don't have to like put the fork all the way through, just enough. So. Okay, so we got that one done. Now we'll do this one. It really wasn't too hard to do. Even though I had already put oil on it, but yeah. And then also, I'm gonna rub it in because I just wanna make sure that salt is like evenly distributed. Okay, y'all. Okay, so now it's time for the butternut squash. I do not know if I'm supposed to roast this or cut it, and I don't know. So, totally winging this, y'all. the gym pays off so much. Okay, I think honestly, I think I can shred this up. You know what? I want y'all to know that I just put the boiling pot of water on the stove, and in transition, half of it slung out of the pot. So I just had to refill it, but it has already started boiling there, and okay, so now we're ready to start slicing this. I would just like to say that I love the faith that I have in myself that this is about to all turn out the way that it's supposed to. Because your girl has no actual idea what she's doing. But you know, that's the fun part. It smells good. It smells like very fresh. It's hard to like shred it with this because the vegetable itself kind of like concaves in, and this does obviously does not. Some parts of it does. I don't know if I'm supposed to be like shredding it until I see this. I'm gonna just, to play it safe, I'm gonna just keep shredding it until I see the actual orange part of the squash. Okay, so that one is probably, I'll have to probably slice that and then continue. So let's, okay, that's probably not gonna work either. Let's see if I can. All right. Ooh, okay. Look at it. Who doesn't love nature? Like, this is so pretty to me. I mean, it looks a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. It does look a little weird, but. And I've also never seen the inside of a butternut squash, so. I mean, it's art. It's definitely art. This scoops out so much easier than spaghetti squash. Okay. Y'all know what I think though? I think I'm pretty sure I can boil it like this and then just scoop out the squash. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just like cut it in quarters. And see how that goes. That's what I'm gonna do. And again, this might be a fail, it might be a success. This is so funny. I'm gonna go ahead and start with these ones. Those are in, and then this one, that's so, so the bottom bulb of it has the inner, the top part does not. Like, look, that's so cool. Okay. Learn something new every day. I'm actually, y'all know what? I think you are supposed to probably like boil it with the skin on or roast it with the skin on and then take it out and get the actual bits of the actual like squash. That's what I think you're supposed to do. But that's okay. You know, that's okay because this is a learning experiment. I also intentionally didn't read anything about this recipe, like how to actually cook butternut squash, because I just like to do things on my own sometimes. And just like, because I was like, this can't be hard. You cannot butcher butternut squash. Like, I'm sure you could probably put whatever vegetables you want in it and then just blend it at the end. So. Okay. This orange color is so vibrant and pretty. Can y'all see that? Like, can y'all see how like bright and pretty that is? Literally fall. Okay, so now I'm about to dice up the onion. I just forgot, y'all, I have to make meatballs. So I'm going to just dice up this onion, and then I'm gonna dice up the bell peppers. I might do half the batch of meatballs with onions and then half without, because like I said, I'm trying to stay away from onions. And then put bell peppers in the mix for the ground turkey for the meatballs. So that's what I'm getting started on now. The carrots are finished. They're over there on the side cooling off before I start mixing everything together for those to go in the oven for the souffle. And we're moving right along. Ground turkey does not take that long to cook, so that's good as far as the meatballs, because your girl is getting hangry. I haven't eaten since breakfast today, so I'm definitely getting ready to eat. Okay. Maybe I should put this one there. Maybe I should start throwing this away. Maybe that'll help with the waterworks. There we go. Now they're looking diced. I was getting scared there for a minute. They look not diced at first. I hate this. Okay. All right, y'all. I can't. Whew. All right, y'all, so the handful of onions, they're just gonna have to work for the meatballs and the salt. I can't. Okay. And I think I'm gonna do, what color should I do? They all taste the exact same. I feel like the red is gonna be the easiest to cut, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna chop these like very finely. Very thinly and finely, because I don't want there to be like chunks of bell pepper in the meatball, you know what I'm saying? And the reason I wanted to add them too is because I know they're not gonna cook like cook in the meatballs, but they'll cook enough to where they're not hard, because I wanted to add like some dimension to the meal, because everything is already like really soft for this meal. So yeah. Okay, the pepper is sliced and diced. All right, so I've already seasoned the ground turkey. I'm just gonna lightly spray this pan so that it doesn't stick, because there's like no fat in that, but okay, got that sprayed. Yeah, so I put in a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and I got this new seasoning called Foddy seasoning, F-O-D-D-Y. It's like low FODMAP friendly. I'm chuckling because I see it says taco seasoning on there, so I guess we're gonna have some taco inspired fake pasta butternut squash tonight. I don't freaking know. Anyways, the Foddy seasoning doesn't have like onions and garlic in it. I say that as I put onions into this, so there's that. Which I also did not even say I was putting onions in the meatballs, but it's fine, totally fine. It's all going to the same place, anywho, so yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna pat out these meatballs, and I think I'm gonna use the food scale. I'm gonna use the food scale to weigh them out, just because I don't want them extremely like disproportionate. So, okay. I don't really know how many ounces I'm even gonna stick to with this per meatball thing, but maybe, because I know they'll shrink a little bit as they cook. Maybe I'll do, because I know typically 4 to 6 ounces is like a regular serving of protein. So 4 to 6 ounces is a regular serving of protein. So maybe I'll do like, I don't know. Let's just do this part first and go from there. I probably should have gotten a bigger mixing bowl, but it's fine. It's gonna be fine. On second thought, okay. So on second thought, I did end up adding some thyme and oregano. That's like a little green on top, because this is kind of like an Italian dish. So even though it's not, but this either has to go really good or really south. Either way, I'm intrigued and I'm invested. And I think on second thought, I'm probably not gonna weigh them. I think I'm just going to like pat them out, like keep them around like 1 inch in size or whatever, and then bake them. And then whenever I plate our plates, then I'll use the scale prior to putting the meatballs like on the actual meal, just so we can make sure like we're hitting our protein. So yeah. Okay, I think everything is pretty mixed. So now we'll start rolling. I know people typically add like breadcrumbs and all that, but I'm not gonna add that to ours, because we might end up wanting to have some some rolls. So Publix had these gluten-free rolls on sale for like $2.40, and it's the Canyon Bakehouse brand, and it's the sweet Hawaiian flavor. Basically gluten-free, you know, the Hawaiian bread. So of course I bought them, because gluten-free bread is very expensive, and sometimes overall like it's hard to find. So I went ahead and bought them. They were usually like $9 a pack, so I got 2 of them. So I might want a piece of bread with my meal. I don't know. But that's why I'm not adding any breadcrumbs, because that's when you start sneaking in the carbs, and then it makes the meal not as healthy as I want it to be. So I think the next thing I get from TJ Maxx is probably going to be like a meatball or ice cream scooper, just so that I don't have to use my hands. I can really just, and it's already like portioned out and everything. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do next time. The spaghetti squash is just baking away in this oven over here. I don't know if y'all can hear it. I felt it about 10 minutes ago and it still needed a bit to go. So in a minute, when I put these in, I'm gonna take that out. Because nothing really pisses me off, I think, either, more than thinking the spaghetti squash is ready to come out the oven and it's not. Because when you start eating, it still has like a tough bite to it. I don't like that. It makes me very angry, because why did you play me in the oven like you were done and you weren't? You know what I'm saying? And I'm the type too, I'd rather have my vegetables like that, like the ones that I really don't want to be like hard or like fork tender. I'd rather cook them all the way through and have like a really soft product rather than the opposite, you know? I was really thinking about just doing the ground turkey like regular, like just browning it on the oven and being done with it, but I said no. I want to be a little bit more intricate with this meal, and I wanted to have like more substance for this video cooking with y'all, so you're welcome. Sunday meals, in my opinion, should be special. They should be different than like the ordinary, because it's Sunday. It's your day that you're, you know, resetting, regrouping, recharging. And Sundays just deserve that extra TLC. You know what I'm saying? Like it calls for that. Y'all know what's really gonna frustrate me? If I put these damn meatballs in the oven and they start falling apart because I didn't use egg or breadcrumb to hold it together. That's really gonna make me aggravated. But it'll be my fault, right? I've made meatballs before without like a binder, so I think it'll be okay. And the oven's already preheated, so yeah. Our carrots have been chilling out right here. They're cooled now, so they're good for us to move forward. And then brown sugar and the blender. So I'm gonna get all that set up so that we can do our carrot souffle. All right, y'all, so there's one other thing I want to say about the carrot souffle. I'm calling this carrot souffle. It may not be. You know, it might be, it might not be. Everybody might make theirs different. I don't know. I just know that my honey loves his from Piccadilly's, and I don't know the Piccadilly recipe, so I'm just, you know, winging it. This is how I make it every time, though. I have about, I guess, like 4.5-5-ish tablespoons of butter, like regular grass-fed butter, salted, and some brown sugar. Oh my God, is there a hole in this? I think it's a little bit of a hole in the bag. Okay, brown sugar, and I had been doing like 75% honey in the blend just to keep it as a natural sugar versus using brown sugar, but I don't have any honey today. So we are doing it 100% sweet with the brown sugar. I'm gonna put this in the microwave for just a little bit just to get it melted, and then yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna start with loading our carrots into here. Do I need an immersion blender? Yes. Do I have one? No. So we're doing it the old-fashioned way with just like a regular blender. I'm gonna start with just 3 like overly full tablespoons of brown sugar and just see where that puts us at. Okay, and I think I want to add a little bit of water just to give it some. Okay, that should be enough. It does need a smidge of butter. Brown sugar. I'm gonna add a smidge of flour. Okay, and then one thing you could totally use to act as your binder for your carrot souffle along with as the sweetener is applesauce. Like when you don't have eggs or your typical binder, or if you're vegan and you don't eat eggs, applesauce is the recommended alternative. So you kill 2 birds with 1 stone for a binder and your sweetener, which of course applesauce is a natural sweetener, so yeah. It's healthier than brown sugar for sure. I want to make sure these are like kind of sort of evenly filled so that they can cook evenly through. Okay, so now I'm just gonna shred up the spaghetti squash and put it into that bowl right there. Okay. Okay, so y'all know how I was saying that I typically cook it a little long. I cooked it too long. It's very mushy and it's not like stringy now. Oh, wait, there it goes. I'm gonna shred it up first and then let y'all see. But if you do it, I was doing it the wrong way with this one, but just, and then it looks like noodles. I still cooked it too long, but it's coming up a lot better than it was on this one. Y'all are just learning so much from me today of what not to do. But that's why I think the meatballs that I was saying, like as far as them having the red peppers and the onions, I think it's gonna be like a perfect balance of like texture. If y'all can see that, it looks so yummy. By the way, I was thinking, is it weird that there's two variations of squash on this plate tonight? Like butternut squash and then this squash. But you know, basically in my mind, this is a vegan dish with a side of animal because of the meatballs. The meatballs, well, and the butter, but the meatballs and the butter are the only two animal products of this dish tonight. Like, I love that for us. I have been also deliberating and on the fence about like going back to like a primarily vegan or like a vegetarian diet. Mine will be vegan, it's not gonna be vegetarian. But because, I don't know, like sometimes I feel, I don't know, like digestively, I don't know. I might have a meat allergy. Maybe I need to go get like a food allergy test done, but this, if y'all are wondering the price, this squash was also like 99 cents per pound. I think it was like $4. It wasn't a lot. And in my opinion, you get a lot more of this than you do buying like a $1.99 pack of pasta noodles. So, food for thought, especially the way the economy is now. Yeah. And if you really wanted to though, and you like wanted to keep it like a pasta, like an actual real noodle pasta dish, you could just like do the butternut squash, this squash, or one or the other, and blend it up really finely like a sauce, and make that be your sauce instead of using like a tomato red sauce, and then put it over your pasta. Perfect. That's the carrot souffle. Okay, so here's the final product. I'll bring it up closer to you guys. Not too much on the meatballs because they did get a little super cooked, but I wanted to make sure that they were done. Okay, so let's see. a little bit of butternut, a little bit of spaghetti. For one, I seasoned the meatballs perfectly. Literally so perfect. The sweetness from the butternut squash and the spaghetti squash really marries together well with the salt. Not me saying marries like I know what I'm talking about. But no, it's really good. I'm very proud of myself and I'm proud of the product. And yeah, if you guys make this at home or try it your way, comment and let me know how you make yours. This is really good though. Anyways, as always, thank you for watching this vlog. I hope y'all enjoy it. I'm gonna take this dinner with my family because they're hangry and I am too. So I'll catch y'all in the next vlog. Peace.